name is Advance, and this is Advance Sports Talk. All right, so I'm calm now. I promise. So listen. Here's the thing. I had to do a lot of meditation. I had to ascend the mountain and consult with the sages. Had to get my energy right, because, oh man, so, whew. Yes, needless to say, I was thoroughly disappointed in the Buccaneers' loss. Any fan would be. But once I collected myself and I realigned my energy, got back right again, I realized it's okay. It is A-okay. One, I'm still breathing. And I'm still standing. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, I got a set of pipes. But in any case, yes, it was a very good season. Didn't like losing to the Rams. Didn't like getting swept by the Saints. Did not like losing to the Rams again in the playoffs. But it's okay. We're here. So, now, the game is a tale of two halves. First off, props to the Rams defense. They executed a very flawless defensive plan. They knew we was down a lineman and a half. So they did exactly what I would have done. Matched up each offensive lineman one-on-one. So they sent 5, and they had everybody covered from the left tackle all the way to the right tackle. Right tackle was overwhelmed, and man, it was one sack in particular that really, really pissed me off, because I was like, I played offensive line in high school. I was taught to never let nobody get behind me, and if they do get behind me, take this hand, put it in their shoulder pad, and ride them out of the play. It's legal. It is legal, yes. So, yeah, man. So, yeah, that really, I was just sitting there like, ooh, they should have called me. But, nevertheless. All right, so, they did they executed a very good defensive plan. Brady is really good with getting rid of the football, but with Jalen Ramsey tying up Mike Evans, we had he had to go through some progressions. They had double coverage on Gronk, so they pretty much executed the same plan on us that we executed against the Chiefs, because with our manpower depleted, with Godwin being out on injury, with Cyril Grayson being out, Rashard Perriman being out, and Antonio Brown flipping out 3 weeks ago, that pretty much just kind of narrowed our manpower. But I'll tell you one thing, we made damn good with what we had. So like I said, this was a tale of two halves. So props to the Rams defense. Props to the Rams offense for capitalizing, executing on the mistakes that we've made. Because another thing that was killing us, penalties, man. Namely the one where we had it incomplete, stopped on third down, and Ndamukong Suh got up and jumped in Matt Stafford's face. And when you do this and point at somebody, You know, that's pretty much like I said it last year. When you stick your finger in somebody's face, that means a fight is about to happen. And the refs knew that. So they was like, oh, hell no. Flag. Like, yeah, so that was 15 yards. Set him up in the red zone. Oh, man. Brady got in the ref's face. Hold up. Let's see. Yeah, Brady got in the ref's face after Aaron Donald, or was it Von Miller that attempted to sack him? And he got hit in the face. And then Brady went and yelled at the ref like, yo, you didn't see him hit me in the head? You know, and then ref was like, oh, flag. Like, I was like, damn, wait a minute. I think that's the first time Tom Brady had a flag thrown on him. But, yeah, like, oh, man, I understand, like, incidental contact happens from time to time. But if it was the other way around, that definitely would have been a flag thrown on Sue or Barrett or JPP or Vita or anybody, you know. So, man, like, it was crazy because, like, when that happened, you know, the first thing that popped into my head was that Thanos scene from Infinity War. You know, all that for a drop of blood. Man, it would have been so cool to use that clip if we won, but we didn't. So, I'm just, man. So, in any case, yeah, Brady was fuming after that. We ended up, we missed a field goal. Ended up going into the half 20-3. Rams scored on their first opening drive in the second half. And then this is when my prophecy came to be. Our defense showed up. Man, shut them out for the rest of the third quarter and almost the entire fourth quarter, all the way up to the end. Oh, man. It's like I said, the one thing that our defense does in the playoffs is generate turnovers. And they did not disappoint. They gave us every chance to get back into this game. And it's crazy because when you think about it, the score, Rams beat us 30-27. It was a last minute field goal with 4 seconds left. Man, 4 seconds. And what's crazy is this is where you think on any of those earlier drives, we'd be having a different conversation right now. Hell, if Suckup would have made the field goal before the half, before halftime, we'd be having a different conversation right now. But alas, what happened. But you know what? Now the question is, and people are already starting to talk, what's going to happen with Brady? They're already asking him, is this going to be his last season? Is he going to retire? Me, quite frankly, if he does, I'm good. Hell, we won a Super Bowl last year, so we're good for at least another 10 years. Could be worse. We could be Dallas. You know, let me stop making fun of them. All right, all jokes aside. So if he does, good. If he comes back, good. I mean, like, what he's done for this franchise is like amazing. You know, like we've always had this this culture of, oh well, looks like we didn't make the playoffs. And you know what? I'm glad that we did, because it's been 14 or 15 years since we've even been in playoff contention. So, hey, you know what? We got a team now. So, I mean, worst case scenario, he retires and we build around Trask, because that's what we drafted him for. You know, so, hey. Now, second thing, and I'm not going to spend too much time talking about the Bucks because they deserve their own video. I gotta. I had like 3 Buck Dynasty videos recorded, and I haven't I only uploaded like one of them. So, but I don't think he's gonna retire. These are decisions that aren't really made after the game. I think there was, several times where it's like, you know what, yeah, I think this is my last season. But Tom took care of himself. So I think this is one of those decisions that has to be made maybe like 2 or 3 weeks out, after the wear and tear of the season is off of you, and you wake up on a Monday morning and you say, you know what, I'm feeling good. I think I might come back next season. So if Brady retires, I would look for that announcement maybe in March, like mid-February, late March, mid-February, early March. So yeah, because it's too early. It's way too early, to decide or make a decision. Now, with that being said, there is another question that pops up. What's going to happen with our offensive coordinator and our defensive coordinator? Because Byron Leftwich and Todd Bowles have both been getting job offers, and they've had interviews from what I understand. So I'll say this. I think I know what's going to happen with one of them. Don't know which one. It could be either of them. Maybe they're just out testing the waters, seeing what offers they can get. But this is my theory. BA is going to retire at some point. And I'm pretty sure dealing with all this foolishness with Antonio Brown definitely shaved a couple of years off of his career longevity. But I think what's going to happen is BA is going to retire, and he's going to pick one of these two to succeed him as head coach. Now, who do we bring in afterwards to fill one of these slots? Who knows? If it's Todd Bowles, I would not be opposed to bringing back Leslie Frazier. He did pretty good for us. I would not. If it's Byron Leftwich, what offensive coordinators are out there? I don't know. I'm gonna leave this open. I'm gonna leave it open. If one of these two gets promoted, or if both of them leave, or if one gets promoted and one leaves, or whatever, who would be a suitable replacement for either? So that's the question for now. But in any case, yeah. So this is the playoff landscape now. On the other side, the AFC, the Bengals completely stun the Titans, which is crazy that both top seeds have been decimated by both top seeds have been decimated by a wild card team. So, no. The Bengals were wait, are the Bengals? Yeah, the Bengals won their division. I'm sorry. So both number one seeds on both sides got decimated, but not you know what I mean? Like, they got stunned, really, because they were both low scoring games. Hold on, I can pull the score up in a second. So yeah, the Bengals beat the Titans 19-16, and the 49ers beat the Packers 13-10, which is crazy considering the fact that that I know the Packers, and I know the Packers are way more capable of scoring more than 10 points, which proves that either Aaron Rodgers played bad, or he played good but not great, or the 49ers defense is that formidable. So, of course, now this has people asking the question, what's going to happen with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay? Me, personally, I said he was going to be gone last year. But they brought him back. They brought him back for one more year. And, You got people saying like, well, he might stay for another year. No, this was the one more year. I don't think he's gonna stick around. So what he said was there are people that have that have contracts that are up or on the brink, and he's pretty much said in more words than less, I don't want to be around for a rebuild. So this team right here, the big three, Rodgers, Adams, and Jones, I think Devontae's contract is up this year. Rumor has it they're gonna franchise him. They probably will, which would be crazy because coming into this season, both him and Aaron Jones were not happy. I know definitely Devontae was definitely kind of holding off his negotiations to find out what they was gonna do with Aaron Rodgers. But if they do decide to do a rebuild, I mean they have a first round quarterback in Jordan Love. So who knows? We shall see. But where could Aaron Rodgers end up? Off the top of my head, immediately, I think Denver. I think Minnesota. If he was that petty, he could go to Minnesota. I would have said Oakland, but they seem to really love Derek Carr now that they got rid of now that Gruden is no longer there. So maybe Pittsburgh, if Mike Tomlin decides to not move forward with Dwayne Haskins. Yeah, Pittsburgh has Dwayne Haskins. So maybe he's learned his lesson about like attending parties and putting cancer survivors in jeopardy of COVID. So, but that's neither here nor there. All right, so let's talk about the AFC Divisional game. The Bills versus the Chiefs. Anybody that I talked to, anybody that I've seen cover this game between yesterday and today, says that this is easily one of the best football games that they have ever seen in their life. And this game is exactly what a shootout is, especially coming down to the wire. There was a total exchange of 25 points scored in under 2 minutes, under the last 2 minutes of regulation. Luckily, Josh Allen had the game won, and Patrick Mahomes drove his team down the field and kicked the field goal and tied it up, going into overtime. Man, so the theme of this game for both of these quarterbacks is, I'm not Matt Ryan. If you don't get that joke, there was a meme that showed it was a fourth and goal play, and the defense was spread out, and there was nothing but wide open real estate in front of Matt Ryan. And then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, he never decided to just run straight forward for the touchdown. So, and he would have made it. So that's been a ongoing joke. That's been where they was like, believe it or not, this play did not result in a touchdown. So I say, every time I see a quarterback run, I say that they think in their head, I'm not Matt Ryan. And then they take off. So now, with so both of these quarterbacks, man, hold on, let me pull up their stats real quick. Both quarterbacks led their team in rushing. Josh Allen had 11 carries for 68 yards. And Patrick Mahomes had 7 carries for 69 yards. One of them was a beautiful 35-yard run. And I was like, shit, is he ever going to stop? But luckily, he ended up sliding because he ran into it. He was blocked off by a safety. So, yeah. Oh, man. But, yeah, Tyreek Hill had 11 catches for 150 yards. Travis Kelce, 8 catches for 96 yards. Jared McKinnon, 5 catches for 54 yards. And Byron Pringle, who caught the last touchdown. Man. Or was it? No, it was Byron Pringle caught the last touchdown. Man, 5 for 29. And I actually misspoke a couple last week. It was there's two M's. There's 2 JMs on there. There's JD McKissick and Jared McKinnon. So that's who I was getting. I was getting both of those guys mixed up. So I can't remember which one I said, but yeah, like, oh man, but that's crazy. So as far as like the MVP on the Bills side, that's got to go to Gabriel Davis. 8 catches for 201 yards and 4 touchdowns. Like, bruh, he's responsible for all but one of their touchdowns. The other touchdown was a rushing touchdown, which actually started the drive off with Devin Singletary. Oh man. So Josh Allen was 27 for 37, threw for 329. Patrick Mahomes, 33 for 44, threw for 378. Mahomes had 3 touchdowns, and Josh Allen had 4. So, man, yeah, definitely a shootout. It was and the guns was on display. I swear. So, yeah. So that sets up the AFC Championship game. Patrick Mahomes versus Joe Burrow. Are we going to see a repeat of what happened this week? Because Joe Burrow can sling it too. And him and Jamar Chase are linked like this. That chemistry is like what's that stuff that holds dentures in? Yeah, or like Oragel or some shit. But yeah, no, it's like, no, even better than that. It's like Flex Seal. That chemistry is like Flex Seal. Like, where you can replace the bottom of a boat with with a screen door covered in Flex Seal and still be able to go fishing. Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, this is the landscape, and then we got the LA Rams versus the San Francisco 49ers. Man, R.I.P. Bryant. 49 for the 49ers. Yeah, buddy of mine passed away a few years back, so yeah, he was a 49ers fan. He passed away at the age of 49. So like every time they make it, I always pay homage. It's like I figure it's probably like that movie Angels in the Outfield, where, where he comes down to help the 49ers. But man, so but hey, championships got to be won on their own. Remember that Christopher Lloyd said it. That's the rule. But no, all jokes aside, this should be a good game defensively. If I can find, hold on, let me get the Rams back up here. So yeah, so I'm gonna give these guys their props because they have a chance to do what we did last year. Actually, one better. I'll give them one better. So for the first year ever, we will have a conference championship game hosted in the same stadium that the Super Bowl is going to be hosted in. And you know what? And the Rams have a chance to go on to said Super Bowl and host in their Super Bowl. So now we just gonna like have people just hosting their own Super Bowls all over the place. And you know what? They might fuck around and play the Chiefs. Oh man, but yeah. So the Chiefs would have gone to 3 back-to-back Super Bowls, or they could play the Bengals. I think that would be a good matchup. Or we could get a repeat of Super Bowl 54 with the Chiefs and the 49ers. That's a possibility as well. Who's to say that the Rams didn't put everything they had into beating us, and then they come out this week and no. I'm just throwing it out there. So, nevertheless, it should be. We got some good games coming up this week. So, the deciding factor in the Rams 49ers game is definitely going to be the defense, because they held Aaron Rodgers to 10 points, and that team is capable of scoring well over 30. The Bengals and the Chiefs. If the Bengals score more than 35, they're gonna win, because 35 is the magic number for the Chiefs. You got to score more than 35 to have a chance. And like I said before, I always bring up this example. In Justin Herbert's first start, they almost beat the Chiefs, scored 32 points, but the Chiefs scored 35. So. Hey, who's to say? But in any case, that's it for this for the divisional round breakdown. My name is Advance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe on everything. It's okay, Bucks fans. We will get back. I promise you. I'm out.